Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is how to do your planning. Well, if you get on the website, you'll see I like to do I got a lot of stuff about planning and organizing, but let's just dive into something a little more substantial. How to get organized, how to plan. Well, you should have been planning out this coming year already, right? This is now February as I'm talking, so you should have a pretty good idea of some of the major things you want to accomplish this year. If you don't have that, well, you're going to have to get a little bit busy now and start thinking of, well, what do I really want to get done this year? This is my life. What do I really want to get done this year? What's missing? What that I could add? What do I like to do that I should continue to do? What do I need to do? What would be something that if I can improve, I could make my life better? What is something I want to try? Maybe what is something I used to do that I don't do, but I really enjoy, but I'd like to try to get back to that. So those are the things you would be thinking of in order to make your plans. And that's going to take you some time. If you haven't done this, it's going to take quite a bit of time, actually. So you're going to need to spend some hours, probably your weekends, quite a bit of time in the weekends. Probably should get up a little bit earlier and spend some time in the morning before work and then after work, and as often as you need to until you can formulate quite a bit of the ideas of what you'd like to do. Then, once you have all of that kind of shelled out generally, maybe you got to break that down into, well, some things would make sense for me to try to do now, some things probably a month from now, some things, 6 months, some things maybe by the end of the year, right? And then you can start to figure out, well, it's winter where I'm at, it's winter, so doing summer-related things makes no sense. So I would, put those into my planner book in those summer months. Well, what I want to do in June, July, and August. But by looking at what do I want to do in June, July, August, I could probably say, I could probably start to prepare a little bit now. If I want to go to the beach, spend more time swimming and going to the beach in the summer, maybe you want to lose weight now, get a little better shape. Well, that's what you would do now, right? Start saying, well, I see for the last 6 months I've been getting to the gym, twice, a few times a month. Well, maybe if I up my time to the gym, maybe I'll get in better shape. Obviously you would if you spent more time at it. And then you start adding that into your schedule. This coming months, I want to go this many times to the gym. Next month, that many times. Plus, you start adding that in, and you plan. Get into all of this. What are my goals for the month? All the major things I got to take care of that month. Your big appointments, your major meetings, your commitments, your normal responsibilities. Those go in the month. And then further, you want to break it down by the week. The week is a very good way to plan. It's hard to do total planning by the day. You can get a lot done in a week. Some days you're not going to get much done. Some days you're going to get a lot done, but you can't judge the day by one day getting a lot done, because the next day you're probably going to be tired and you won't get that much done. There'll be something wrong with that day, or something will come up and you can't do that much. But if you do it by the week, so that's where you have your yearly planning, your monthly planning, your weekly planning, and then your daily planning. And I think you want to emphasize that weekly planning, because you can usually get a lot done in a week. Because some days you won't get that much, but some days you'll get a lot of things. Everything will flow, you'll have a lot of energy, and then maybe the things you thought would take you all day today only takes you part of that day, and you get a bunch of the things you wanted to do tomorrow done today. Well, that's where the week comes in, and then you give yourself a little bit of flex where you don't put this enormous pressure on yourself to finish X number of things a day, but you put a fair amount of pressure on yourself to do it in the week. And you want to write this down. The writing it down is still, I believe, a crucial element because it's there on your list, and it's gnawing at you to cross it off and finish it. And of course, you want these things that you cross off and finish to be directly related to your desires and your goals. You know, a lot of people go wrong because all the things on their list are something that somebody else wants them to do, and then you lose all your motivation to do those things because somebody else wants you to do. Well, I'm talking about your things. So give that idea some thought. You know, you got to have that your year kind of sketched out, and generally, what do I want to do this year? What is my themes? What would I like to do this year? And then from there, how does that flow into what are the things that make sense to do month by month? Start writing months ahead. You know, you may start off in February now, and you'll say, well, I only have one or two things in like December, November, and October. I can't look that far ahead. Well, you know, you still write them in those months, because those months will come. You might as well put it in the month now. You know, the family Christmas get-together, the family, you know, whatever. Maybe there's a wedding coming up. Maybe there's some sort of an event. Put it in your calendar now. That's a commitment, a responsibility for that month. And then do it right in the week and do it on the day. Get it all done now. Start filling up your year now. This is your life we're talking about. You might as well organize it well and be on top of it. So I really think you'll get a lot out of this if you just kind of put this in practice and you be more well organized. To me, there's nothing as satisfying as being well organized and taking care of everything. And then the more organized you are, you'll find that the more free time you kind of open up to do other things, which is the true benefit of all this. So all for now. Bye.